Hi everyone, George back with another video. Today I'm going to have an attempt at Richard McCook's quarter contest. I think it's his third contest Richard's done. 50 quid up for grabs, so liking that, Richard. Very generous man you are. So there's 3 prompts on this, and the first prompt is show 4 self-titled LPs. So the first one is a band that I also like with Richard, one of my favourite bands from back in the day, and I seen them live in 1975, and they're still going strong now, is Sparks, and this is their first LP from 1972. It's on the Bearsville label, and the lyric sheet with this album. There's one single off it called Wonder Girl. I don't think it was widely released, maybe just in America. I have a copy actually, and I think it broke the top American 100, but not very much. So they recorded 2 LPs back in the day with this band, and disbanded them, weren't really getting anywhere. I think this was produced by Todd Rundgren, and came over to the UK and formed a new band, and were big hits obviously. So this was this is really the second issue, because Sparks were originally called Half Nelson, and this is the original album cover. This is a twofer for the first 2 LPs I've got, but so they were called Half Nelson, Half Nelson, and changed their name to Sparks and redone the cover. Don't think they sold any more records, so I don't know why they really bothered changing that. Fair enough, changed the name. So that was Sparks. Second one is the American band, another American band, the Chicago Transit Authority. And this is from 1969. It's a double LP on CBS. So the Chicago Transit Authority were sued by a transit company, and they changed their name to Chicago. Although I don't think there's, I'm probably wrong, I don't know if they changed their name subsequent LPs to Chicago on their first LP, but anyway, self-titled, the Chicago Transit Authority. Next off we have a Southern Death Cult from the UK, England. So the Southern Death Cult changed their name to the Cult, to the Cult eventually, Death Cult in between. They done, I've got an I think it's a 12-inch mini album, I think it's mini album or EP of the Death Cult, and that was it. And this album was in fact made after the Southern Death Cult had disbanded, so it's just demos and the like on this, some live stuff and demos. So it's a self-titled album by the Southern Death Cult, who were eventually the Cult. Next band, fourth, is a band called The Little Village. I nearly got tickets to see them. This was released in 1996. They'd done a tour, and I never got tickets, and it was always, I was big into Ry Cooder at the time. So Ry Cooder, they're a super group. Ry Cooder on guitar, the great John Hyatt, really underrated John Hyatt, I love him, on guitar and vocals too. Jim Keltner on drums, and the great Nick Lowe on bass. Just a fantastic album. It's on Reprise. If you like your country rock, Americana, fantastic album. Self-titled Little Village, and I think they got the name from Little Village was the title of a song, I think I've got it somewhere, by maybe John Lee Hooker, Sonny Boy Williams maybe. The name comes from Little Village. Now Richard's asked us to show an album with lots of characters, or as many characters that you can get. Now he's probably going to pull me up in this one, but I've picked this great album by Terence Trent D'Arby, I think from the 90s also. This was a massive album you can find in the bargain bins. We insert there, so CBS custom label, but the album title is, and it says it on the spine, introducing the hard line according to Terence Trent D'Arby, by Terence Trent D'Arby. So it's giving you the full thing there. So that's 51 characters. So that is my entry into that. Richard, disqualify me if you would like. Great singer though. I think he came back. I mean, he died a death after that album, or made a second album. It sort of dived, and then. But great singer. I'm glad to see he's carried on recording anyway. And an album with one character. We had two choices anyway. I went for this. This is the great indie band, English indie band, Cooler Shaker. Now I seen them on maybe about 3 months ago live, and the one it's called K. And they were an indie rock with obviously lots of Eastern flavours in there. Just a custom label, and that's the original inner. Cooler Shaker, absolutely brilliant live, and fantastic album. They made 2 albums, disbanded. He went on to do other things, and but they're back again with an album. So that's Cooler Shaker, and the letter K is the title of the album. Now the hardest bit, prompt. Richard wants us to come up with a reason he's called the contest quarter. So, I mean, we could be here all day thinking a quarter, but I'm going to say 25% of your videos, Richard, are new finds. That's it. Okay, best of luck. Keep the money coming, Richard. See you soon. Oh, I was actually working at the Scottish Open today at the Renaissance Club, and our friend Northern Ireland, he's on the telly right now, Rory McIlroy from Northern Ireland is leading, so here's hoping he does it. Richard, catch you later. Bye now.